Okay, I'm gonna do a springtime wind spinner for you can use it for indoor decorations or outdoors. So make your chain as long as you want it to be. I'll meet you back. Okay, so I've made this just a moderate amount. I'm not making a super long one. And then I'm going to count back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a double crochet. Okay. Chain 3, double crochet into the same space of the last one. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3. Into the third chain from this double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Double crochet into the same space. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3. And this is just some rough old acrylic from somebody's D-stash. So this is like a 4-weight yarn, 100% acrylic. This is a 5.5 millimeter hook. Chain 3, double crochet into the same space. Double crochet, 1, 2, 3. But you can see it's starting to turn already. So keep doing this and I'll meet you back. Okay, so when you get to the end and you've turned your work, go under those two yarns in the last stitch and then pull through 2. You've done your first single crochet. Then we're going to do 3 double crochets. We're going to do a treble or a triple crochet. And then we're going to do 3 double crochets. And it's all in that first space. That first 3 chain space, okay? And then you do a single crochet between these 2 double crochets. Just go right around the space. Okay, there's your single crochet. That's your first petal. And you're going to do this all the way down on these 3 chain spaces and then between the 2 double crochets. So you're going to do 3 double crochets, a treble, 3 double crochets, a single crochet. And do that all the way down. Okay, so I've come to the end and I've done my last 3 double crochet on this shell. I'm going into the last space. I'm just going to do a single crochet into the last space. Do 1 more chain. Actually, I'll do 2 chains. I like to do 2 chains. Okay, pull that tight. So we're going to start right here. And let's And pull that in. And we're going to just crochet over the tail, the white tail. So all we're doing is we're just making single crochets on the edge. That's it. Okay, just to give that white edge. Now here is the treble, right here. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So here we're going to do a single crochet, three chains, and go back into that into the legs of the stitch. Okay, and then we continue to do single crochets. So just keep doing single crochets all along the edge till you get to your treble right there in the middle, and do your picot, which is 3 chains, and then you go down into the legs of the stitch right there, and you do a slip stitch. So just keep doing those petals, the edges, like that, and I will meet you back. Okay, more of a 3 weight, but that's okay. We can live with that, because we're going to be crocheting on the back of our flower petals this time. Let me see if I can straighten it out a little bit. This is where it gets tricky, because it's so twisty already that it wants to move on its own. It's got a life of its own. So let's make a slip knot. And we're going to start here. In the middle of each flower. Keep this first line of crochet on this side of the flower petals. We don't want it to slide around to the front. And I did 2 single crochet. I did a slip stitch, and then I did a single crochet. Now I'm going to do something weird. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I'm going to hold the tail next to the live yarn. I'm going to crochet around the tail. I'm actually doing single crochets. I just did 1, 2, 3. You can do 4 of these. Okay, that's a single crochet around the tail. And we're going to the back of the the petal next to it, and we're going to keep trapping that yarn right there into this stitch. And we're going to do 2 single crochets into that stitch. Okay. Now we can drop the tail. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4 chains. We go into the next flower petal. and we can do 2 single crochets into that flower petal. 4 chains, 1, 2, 3, 4, into the middle of that flower petal. We do 2 chains. So when you look at it from this side, you have a little bit of yellow, a little pop of yellow right there with those 2 chains. Okay, I like that because it kind of looks like the center of a flower. So do this all the way down, and don't forget doing two single crochets here so that we get a nice little pop of color in these spaces in the base of the petal. And I will meet you back. Okay, so I've crocheted down to the last petal. I did 2 single crochets. Now I'm going to do 2 chains. Slip knot. Let's go around, do a slip stitch just to attach it. Okay. Let's do a single crochet. Double crochet, treble crochet, let's do a treble crochet, let's do a picot, 1, 2, 3 chains, go into those 2 stitches, 2 yarns like that. It's like a kind of like the legs. Let's do another treble crochet. Okay, so we've got 3 trebles. Let's do a double. And I'm crocheting over the tail. Okay, let's do a single crochet. So there's the petal. A single, a double. I'm sorry, here's the single, here's the double. 3 trebles with a picot in the middle, a double, and a single crochet. Let's skip over the 2 chains here. We can just let this tail drop, and we can crochet over the yellow tail. So single crochet, double crochet, three trebles, but we're going to do, let's do 2 trebles, a picot, and then a treble. So here's the first one, first treble, second treble, picot, 1, 2, 3 chains, and it is a slip stitch, but we go through these 2. Okay, another treble. This is the third of the 3 trebles that go on the leaf. A double, single crochet. Okay, we'll skip over. We're just going to drop that tail again from the yellow. We're going to skip over to the next space and do a single crochet, a double crochet, a treble, another treble, a chain, 3 chains, and then you go back into the legs, do a slip stitch, and do another treble, a double, and a single. Okay, so there are your leaves. Keep doing that until you get to the end. Okay, so I made the last single crochet, and in the last yellow chain space, and I put 2 chains on the end there, and I pull on it and push those 2 chains down. It kind of locks it in. Up to you. I want to hide my my loose ends. I'm going to try steaming it so that the petals are a little less curly, just a teensy bit. This is before it was steamed, and this is after. I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment if you have questions. Join us on Facebook. Thank you for crocheting your way today with Tina.